Okay. Um, Let me get your opinion on, and I know it probably won't go long, but uh, it looked like Daz has stopped his podcast after 3 episodes. Now, he didn't make an announcement, say he quit, but it's been quite a few weeks and he hasn't done anything. Any thoughts on that, or any opinions, or any encouragement for him to come back from you?
You know, John, as you know, John, as you know, this is hard. Coming up with content daily, it's not easy. Um, and so if you don't have a team around you, like we do, and willing to be on the phone, talking to each other daily for probably not saying we sit on the phone 2 or 3 hours, but a total of 2 or 3 hours a day, running things off of each other, getting into disagreements, arguing, and all of that with each other. If you're not willing to put that type of time and stuff into it, it's hard to do. And I think if he's not over there teaching us game, unfortunately, even with Suge podcast, I called it boring a couple of episodes ago, and it's because he wasn't talking shit about people. If I'm keeping it real, and you can only do that for so long, and so you can talk about people, but you got to mix it in with a little bit of education and all of that. And with Daz, unfortunately, what he have to teach us is how to make a beat, right? To tell us what you do, where's a snare, where's a drum. That's what the type of stuff we want to hear. What did he do when he was working with Tupac and all of that? You can get some views off of that. And when he was working with Snoop and all of that. But you got to be willing to do all of those different things and mix them in and know when and how to mix them in to stay relevant. And I think he was just on there just talking, and then he felt like he read all the stories. When if he would have mixed a little of the bullshit in, and then teach us some game, because what Das is known about is baseline, that boom 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 underneath the track, where quick is more sha sha, to tell the difference and how you get those sounds and stuff like that, and then mix it in with the little bullshit and the drama and the Reggie, I beat him up and body slammed him and did this to him and all of that. But if you're just going with that, and then how many times can you tell that story? You know what I'm saying? And so I think that's what happened to him, and he felt like he done ran out of stories and stuff. But that's because he don't have that team. He's probably not reading his comments to hear what people want to talk about or want to know about. And unfortunately, people think you can just sit in front of a camera and just start talking. And that's all it is. Before you get in front of that camera and start talking, there's a lot of homework that needs to be done. And counseling and running things off and saying, if I say this, how will that come off? Or what you think about this, or what's your opinion on this? Okay, this is what I'm going to say. And I don't think he was doing that with the young lady. Uh, I don't think she was versed enough for 90 musics or 90, the 90, the industry was, in the 90s, because she might be a little bit younger to know what was going on. And that's why I feel as though that they probably feel they running or ran out of content. But they'll be back. Something to happen where he'll want to come and talk shit, and then he'll get some views from talking shit, but then you're dead again. You gotta keep it going. Y'all been saying Reg gonna run and John gonna run out of content. We going on 2 years straight now, daily, of doing this. And we still here. I'm not saying we the number one in viewers and all of that, but in quality over quantity, I think y'all got to put us in the top when you're talking about quality And we had our problems with sound and cameras and all of that. Well, over time, we got it worked out. I don't think there's a sound or quality that's out here that's better, in my opinion. And that's all Dad's problem will be. And hopefully he'll invest into it. The money is short, but it'll pay off over the long time. I think Daz was used to getting no big checks. Daz was able at one time to walk in the studio and demand $5,000 to $10,000 to do a beat and rap on your song and all of that. Where YouTube, that's probably all he will get for that month when he being successful. And so you got to decide: do you want steady money or fast money? And so I think that's why he's not on the YouTube as much as we would like for him to be. But he can go and make up and kiss Uncle Snoop and get his $500 a show again. And do maybe 5 or 6 shows, and he can make $3,000 that month if he can get Uncle Snoop to go and work. So, yeah, I think that's what he ran up against, John.